Hello and welcome to Prudent Media News. Let's have a look at the top stories. Airport Authority of India demolishes 8 houses at Daboli to construct residential quarters. Around 35 people thrown on road. Affected people to battle out poverty and rains. Porvori residents strongly opposes widening of NH17. Say widening will affect 10,000 Porvor cars. Demand an alternate bypass is discussed 2 years back. Illegal mining to be monitored using satellite. Goa to be a part of satellite imagery. Source from state remote sensing organizations. Tourism Minister Neelkant Halankar says it's not possible to crack down on drugs parties immediately. Rubbishes statement of his predecessor says Goa is not the rape capital of India. And Goans soak in the World Cup celebration mood regardless of match results. Here goes a vuvuzela in Panji itself. And now the news in detail. It's an inhuman shocker from the Airport Authority of India. Special Officer for Land Acquisition has demolished 9 homes of poor families at Daboli. The reason? To construct a rich colony for AAI authorities. This is the story of Pari Devi and 8 other families who are left with their raised homes in a warring situation with gusty winds and lashing rains.
हमारे बेटी बेटा कोई नहीं है रे बाबा।
Pari Devi Patel lost her home on Wednesday. The poor lady was rendered homeless to construct a plush residential colony for the elites of Airport Authority of India. Pari Devi is now without a shelter with dark clouds hovering over her head. Special Land Acquisition Officer of Mopa Airport Cell brought down her residence, bringing the family practically on road.
60 साल हो गए बेटा।
60 साल
कहाँ पेपर पर है?
कितने मतलब यहाँ पे जब रहे तब यहाँ पे क्या था पहले कुछ था?
कुछ नहीं रहा बेटा, जंगल रहा ना। एक बिरला कंपनी नहीं रहा बिरला का।
कुछ भी नहीं।
ना ये दबौली नहीं रहा।
दाबोली भी नहीं।
नहीं, ये रोड पर बस नहीं चलता रहा, गाड़ी उड़ी। खाली मोटरसाइकिल थोड़ा टंकर उंकर चलता रहा। कुछ नहीं।
कुछ भी नहीं था तब आप यहाँ पे आए।
हाँ।
Pari Devi was residing in Goa from last 60 years, leading a normal life with her hard-earned little money. But she is not the only one who lost the confinements of safe homes. 7 other families were thrown out of their shelters to make way for elite colony. The affected families say they received notice few days back, but they never expected the authorities to behave in such inhuman manner, forcing old and young to stay open in the lashing rain.
हम लोग बर्तन घसते हैं लोग का, हम लोग किसी को फिक्स काम नहीं है, लड़का लोग को नहीं तो कोई इंक्वायरी करता था, पढ़ा हुआ कोई नहीं है, सब भैया का है बोलेगा तो पढ़ा हुआ नहीं, सब अनपढ़ है। अभी क्या करेगा, हम लोग नसीब है ना, नसीब है हम लोग ऐसा है।
अपने लोग माल में रहता है, हम लोग क्या झोपड़े में रोड पर लाके खड़ा कर दिए, भरे बारिश ने हम लोग को तोड़ के निकाल दिया। अभी हम लोग किधर जाएगा? मतलब बड़े बड़े वादा करता है कि मतलब मैं यह करेगा वह करेगा, क्या करता है? मतलब गरीबों के लिए कोई सहारा नहीं है, कोई कानून नहीं है। मतलब
Sarpanch of Chikli, Rahul DeCosta, has criticized this act of airport authorities on humanitarian grounds.
तेणी जेन्ना लँड एक्वायर करता ते हँडओवर करता आसता तितून कांय असो ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन आसूं जायना, ताका लागून तेणी तें मोडलां आनी रोड म्हणल्यार ते आतां एक्वायर केले ना, ते कोत्तले रोड सिमेंट थिंगा। मेन म्हणल्यार तेणी आतां ह्या टायमार करपाक नाकाल्लें म्हाका दिसता, कित्याक हो पावसा टायम न्ही, हो पावसा पयलीं करून जालें ना पावसायन करून जालो तेणी, हें मातशें सारकी करूं ना तेणी।
A reporter tried to get the reaction from the authorities who demolished these dwellings, but they preferred to evade media till late evening. All said and done, 9 families at Daboli are left out to battle with incessant rains and gusty winds. Their safe havens practically down to dust. A reporter from Vasco, Surendra Madkaikar.
10,000 people will directly be affected by the widening of the Porvorim road. The residents of Porvorim claim that they were not taken into confidence while planning the expansion. They claim that the government has not considered the alternate bypass route discussed 2 years back.
The citizens of Porvorim have decided to oppose the proposed widening of the Porvorim road to Ternel. Under the banner of National Highway 17 Action Committee, the residents have questioned the government's wisdom in demolishing more than 40 mega structures that includes 1,000 establishments and 395 commercial units along the route.
Excuse me, we have made a survey. In the survey, there are about, as rightly says, 480 houses. In these 480 houses, there are 1,000 establishments, commercial and residential establishment, and the number of people that are affected is about 10,000 people. You won't believe it. It is 10,000 people. We have done the survey, and we can, if you want, we can give the records of the survey wise.
The members of the committee claimed that once the road is widened as part of the National Highway expansion plans, the entire Porvorim road will be barricaded, thereby fragmenting the town. Chairperson of the committee, Fatima Disa, complained how Panchayats is still giving the licenses for constructions despite the issue.
That stretch belongs to 6 Panchayats and 3 MLAs. Now, while we are getting the notice for acquisition and demolition, the Panchayats are issuing permissions for construction. Even 5 days back, a permission was given to construct on the highway. What mess is this?
Dr. Ravindra Chodankar said earlier there was a proposal to construct a bypass, but it was suddenly dropped. He said it will not be possible to relocate, rehabilitate and compensate the residents.
The one option was to have a bypass road, NH 17, where the road goes behind the secretariat and touches the Green Park main road, National Highway 17 again. This was one, wherein there was no problem of the land availability and road could be done not only for now, for this period of 2010, they could plan a road for another 50 years. That much land is there and there won't be any problems for anybody.
A reporter Jason Suarez with video journalist Anil Sanadi.
New Tourism Minister Neelkant Halankar has frankly admitted that it is not possible to stop drug parties with immediate effect. He intends to break them down in due course of time. The successor of Miki Pacheco has said that Goa is not the rape capital of India and is a very safe destination for tourists. He took the charge of his office on Thursday.
For the first time, MLA from Thiwi and New Tourism Minister Neelkant Halankar held his first press conference on Thursday after taking over the cabinet berth. He took a direct dig at his predecessor, Miki Pacheco, and said that Goa is not the rape capital of India. He stated that Goa is very safe for tourists across the world. Miki, in an attempt to criticize Home Ministry, had called the state rape capital of India.
But I don't believe that Goa is the rape capital of India. So it is my and my government duty to protect the interests of all the tourists and tourism who are visiting Goans.
He blamed media reports for Goa earning a bad name in narcotics. He agreed that rave parties cannot be stopped immediately, but promised sustained efforts to break down the organizers.
These are statement to the rave parties.
Yeah, that I have to study.
But I think it's more in the hand of the Home Minister than the business.
See, I am in many ways. हांव कोलवाळे सरपंच आसता पळय हांवें होर्डिंग्स घालूंक केन्ना दिवंक ना नो होर्डिंग्स ते फ्री मार्केट आनी कसली मार्केटां सगळी एट्रॅक्शन येताली आय नेवर अलाउड देर इज नो सिंगल होर्डिंग्स इन माय एरिया दॅट कोलवाळ पुलाव वचून खूब येताले हायवेज बट आय हॅव टू वर्क प्रॅक्टिकल एंड देन आय हॅव टू सी कित्याक एवरी आस्पेक्ट देर इज ऑलवेज एडवांटेज डिसएडवांटेज प्रेशर वील कम फ्रॉम ऑल कॉर्नर्स बट हाव टू work out how to get arrange all कितें आसा suddenly कितें जालें नासता you cannot break down easily but you can control and get it slowly wash out.
Neelkant has also not given a definite date for removing River Princess. River Princess has been stranded at Kandoli Beach for past 10 years and is now a headache for tourism department.
I know it's a big project. See, सादी गोष्ट I come from fisherman community. आमी जेन्ना दर्यान नुस्तें मारूंक वयता तेन्ना ती बोट 3 जाण आसले काय दुखरान वच येयन एका उखरान आड वयर दॅट इज नॉट द केस समजलें सो जस्ट वेट फॉर अनदर 6 months मागीर तुमकां म्हाजें कितें एक्सपेक्टेड प्लॅनिंग बिनींग बऱ्या पैकी दिवया
6 म्हयने रिवर प्रिन्सेस थंय उरतली
हां आतां कितकी वर्सां उरल्यात नो वाय यू आर सस्पेन्सिव नाव इट इज ऑलरेडी what you expect within fortnight.
Besides tourism, Nilkant is given charge of ports administration and housing finance. Nilkant has said that he won't hesitate to take advice from his predecessor and party man Mickey Pacheco for smooth functioning of his departments. As senior reporter from Panji, Rakesh Kanolkar with video journalist Sushant Par.